It's your boy, yeah.
An OY production.
Okay, let's get to it. So yesterday, Sneakbo posted a picture of him on Instagram coming out of jail. What was it like to come out of prison?
At first, it didn't feel real. I'll say that I wasn't even sure if I was out yet. It just felt really weird seeing everyone and being with them on the road.
What was the first thing you did?
I went home and saw my mum, gave her a big hug and that. It was emotional still. Just chilled with the family for a little bit.
Okay. According to reports, you were in jail for 2 years for robbery. What exactly happened? Like, what was the situation?
Basically, I was brought into that case. It was kind of a joint enterprise kind of thing. That the angle they tried to go down was kind of joint enterprise. But even with that, the evidence against me, it wasn't strong. There was no forensics, no cell site. I went for ID for it twice, and both times they didn't pick me up. So it didn't make sense. It was. I'll say it was a draw up. For those who don't know what that means, it was like they were just trying to call me out really on something that wasn't really true.
So how did the police justify your arrest involvement?
Because of the person I went to meet in Croydon. I went to meet my friend in Croydon afterwards, and obviously we called each other, and he was linked to the thing.
Yeah, so when you went to prison, from the day you got sentenced, the time you got up, and you spent your first night behind bars, what was it like?
It was weird, because all I could think about was just, I'm stuck here for a little bit. I was obviously thinking, yeah, I'm going to get out, this is a pill, because I didn't do nothing, and the evidence is stupid. But all the time I was thinking, oh yeah, this is long, I could be doing other things, I could be making music, I could be in the studio, I could be doing a show, just wasting time. That's what I was thinking about, just wasting time.
So how much time did you get in total?
They gave me 4 years, do 2, obviously do half.
So were you worried about being recognised in prison? Because obviously, we know that you're an Afrobeat star.
I wouldn't say I was really worried, but I thought it was a possibility, yeah.
And how did you get treated?
The same as everyone else really. In there, that doesn't really mean a lot, just a tiny bit more.
So did you get access to social media while you were in there to see how your fans
No,
reacted? Okay, in terms of artists, who continued to reach out to you?
Obviously Qualms and Flavor, Sneakbo reached out to me, Malogo, Hakeem, YFS, SDYFS. Just really most of the people that was around me, Shina, Starboy, Wills, just most of the people that was around me before I went in.
So have you actually lost any friendships?
To be quite honest with you, I have. If I said no, I'd be lying, because obviously there's some people that didn't shout me while I was there, so now that I'm out, I haven't shouted them. Not on personal, it's just the way things go sometimes.
So what goes through your head on a daily basis, knowing that you've got to be there for a couple of years? How did you get through the days?
I think you just got to take every day as it comes. You can't think about the next 6 weeks, or you got 6 months left, you got 2 years left. You just got to take every day as it comes and be grateful for everything you get.
Now, what was the hardest part for you?
Not knowing what to expect when I come out. I knew I was going to go when I come out and go back straight to the music, but I was thinking about what's it going to be like, how's people going to react, how am I going to feel.
What's the response been like so far? You've only been
I just been feeling love, yeah. I just been feeling a lot of love still.
And then now that you're on probation, what kind of things do you think you have to change in your life?
There's not a lot really that I need to change, because I wasn't doing too much before that. I shouldn't be anyway, so.
If you could speak to the victim, what would you say?
I'd probably apologise, not in terms of the fact that it was me. I just apologise for the situation that he was put in, because he's an old person, innit? And he shouldn't have been put in that kind of situation. And obviously he lost his money and rare.
Before you went away, many in the UK music industry saw you as the saviour of UK Afrobeat, Afropop. Do you think you're the saviour of UK Afropop?
I wouldn't call myself that at all. I'm just somebody who wants to make music like everyone else. I wouldn't say I'm the saviour.
So 2014 was your year, you were dominating the scene. But obviously it's moved on. Why should fans care about Sona?
Because I've come with a different ginger this year. I'm promising you that we're going to do some new stuff and some weird stuff. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk too much, just wait and see.
So when you were away, you saw a few singles come out, you featured on a couple of tracks. Did you get a chance to record while you were in jail?
Yeah, I did. I recorded Do Me in jail, and there was one song that I recorded just before I come in, and they dropped that as well.
And did you feel like pressure to put out music while you were away?
I didn't really feel pressure, but I felt like I wanted to, just to stay relevant, if that makes sense, because I didn't want to be out of the loop.
And what's the biggest difference you've noticed like, in the scene between like when you went in and now?
I think the quality of the beats and the styles of music, because a lot of stuff is starting to sound more like American things and more hip hop and jumpy than Afro beats.
And like, what artists are you feeling like right now?
A few artists I'm feeling right now. Definitely one of the ones that I'm feeling is Abracadabra. I'm feeling the stuff. I've been listening to him. Avelino, Kojo Funds and Abracadabra, that tune, Done Talking, that's a big song for me right now. Definitely feeling that one. Young Babe, there's a lot of people. There's no point in me naming names because I just name everyone because I'm feeling a lot of music.
Okay, you're looking a little different right now from when we remember you. So explain the new physique.
Yeah, I was training while I was away, doing a bit of this and that. I'm gonna try and keep it up, stay fit.
So speaking of physique, obviously you've gained a bit of a rep as a bit of an Afrobeat sex symbol. So what's it like being an artist and trying to date?
It's a bit long, you know. It's hard work. I'm gonna slide out of that one.
So, but did you have a female that was holding you down? While
Yeah,
you
I did. I definitely did.
So what's your DMs looking like now that you're back?
It's crazy. I can't even get through them. There's too much.
So what's the craziest thing that's in there? Can you divulge?
No, I think that's too young for TV.
So you're friends with Sneakbo,
Yeah.
and he hinted that you might have like some music out together. Who can we expect on the next Sona project?
Well, apart from myself, obviously. I keep that one a surprise. I won't say anything.
Okay, when are you planning to put out something?
Hopefully over the next 2 weeks.
There's been a bit of a resistance from the UK like urban scene to embrace Afro beats, and the people are put off by the word. Why do you think that is?
I think people aren't opening up to the sound. They're just hearing the word Afrobeats and not ready to listen. I think because they hear Afrobeats, they think, oh yeah, it's just going to be some sort of church music or music that you hear in Labo Labo party or something. But you need to open up your mind because the type of music that, even, not to gas myself up, but the type of music I'm making now, I think it caters to everyone. If you listen to trap, if you listen to Afrobeats, I reckon you can listen to my music.
So what challenges did you face before as an artist making Afrobeats, Afropop?
What challenges did I face? I think when I first started, I think it's like everyone, no one really takes you serious. So you chat to a few people, they don't want to hear you, and then obviously you get a little bit bigger, then things start changing. But yeah, at the beginning it was just about working hard, and that's what it's about right now. Now that I've come out, I think I've gone up a little bit. I think I need to say that I'm working hard, and it's all about the work right now.
So do you think the UK is ready for an artist who doesn't particularly fit the mould like set out by like Fuse? So?
Yeah, I think there's space for anyone, just as long as the music's good and you take to people and you don't just move like you're some superstar, then the industry will take you.
So where do you see yourself in 2017?
2017, I see myself quite far, I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I've got big ambitions this year. We got a lot in the plans, me, myself and AOA management. We're gonna do a lot this year.
Okay. Thanks, Sona.
Thank you.